Good evening from Yerushalayim, and welcome to all those listening in America to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 110. A Mitzvah Day keeps your soul in its way. The prohibition to replicate the incense, where we talked about the prohibition to replicate the anointing with oil, but this is the prohibition to replicate the incense, once again sponsored in honor and in the merit of all the Jewish people around the world, especially our soldiers here in Israel. Hashem should protect them. We should eradicate all the evil in this world so we can all come to Yerushalayim. It's so beautiful here. Every step's a mitzvah. Come. We'd love to see you. And also, the only steps you take in Houston is from your house to the car. But in Israel, every step you take actually counts, and it's beautiful. And we definitely walk a lot of steps in Israel. Here we go. The incense that you shall make in its measure, you shall not make for yourselves. It shall remain holy to you for Hashem. In mitzvah number 103, the Chinuch described the obligation of the Kohanim to produce the temple incense, the Ketoris, and offer it on the golden altar. The Ketoris is compounded of 11 spices in a recipe containing precise measures for the various spices in the mixture. In this mitzvah, the Chinuch discusses the prohibition to replicate this particular formula for personal use. We are commanded not to make incense that is identical to the Ketoris, the incense used in the temple, the Beis Mikdash. That is to say, incense whose composition is of the same spices in the same proportions as those of the Ketoris, and this prohibition applies specifically where one intends to subsequently use the incense to create a pleasant aroma for himself. Replicating the Ketoris is prohibited, as it is stated, the incense that you shall make in its measure, and you shall not make for yourselves. And we know that this prohibition applies only when there is intent to enjoy its aroma, since it is further stated regarding this matter in the subsequent verse, whoever makes another like it to smell it shall be cut off from his people, i.e. shall incur curse, excision. That is to say, the penalty applies to one who produces it with the intention to burn it in order to create a pleasant aroma for himself. Among the underlying purposes of this mitzvah is that which we wrote with regard to the prohibition against anointing with the anointing oil, mitzvah number 108. Then we'll continue with this mitzvah, God willing, tomorrow. Thanks for listening to Response Future Mitzvah 36. 100 for the gold. Have a great day.